For your listener, let's talk about avatar a little bit deeper. We have talked about that you kind of want to serve a lot of different people, but one of the main ones is a busy professional, somebody who's busy doing things, and you can help them. If we focus on your perfect avatar, what would you say he or she normally worries about or keeps them up at night?
So I guess my perfect avatar would basically be a version of myself, is probably the best way of putting it. So when I'm seeing clients, I predominantly focus on female. I have tried to make the podcast more appealing to both genders rather than just making it female focused. But that would be my ideal, is someone who is trying to balance working, motherhood, and still looking after themselves in the mix of it.
Yeah. And so they're working, they've got motherhood, they're trying to figure out a balance. Can you get deeper into I call it psychographics. It's like what keeps, let's say it's female, your avatar, she's a woman. She's going through all that. What keeps her up at night? What does she want to achieve and what's holding her back?
So keeping up at night is probably not feeling or looking how she wants to, would be a big one. Particularly when you're, entering the realm of motherhood, you've had children, your body changes, your hormones change. That's a really big thing that I think keeps a lot of people up at night. So I guess realizing that it's okay to not have the same body that you had and find new ways to love yourself as you are is a big part. But as far as, I guess, what's wanting to achieve and what's stopping it, energy is probably both. So, wanting to feel better, have more energy, be more vibrant, but at the same time, you're probably a bit exhausted. So that's what's stopping you in the same instance.
And just shine in your own light for a sec as I ask this question about that person and how you serve them, what you do to help them, how they could work with you. I want to understand, what is it that you do, not just on the podcast, but if that person ends up hiring you, how does that look? So
I do see online clients, although admittedly it's not my favorite. I prefer face-to-face. I just find energetically I'm a lot better and it's a lot easier to be present and build that connection a lot quicker. Plus, if we are exercising, so because I see people for nutrition and for personal training, nutrition-wise, it's a lot easier to do online. However, it's great to sit down in person and have a chat because you can physically see where someone's at and maybe what's going on with them a little bit better. But personal training-wise, obviously, I'm a stickler for good technique. So I want to be able to fix their technique while they're exercising and help them with it. But yeah, my clients who I see, I guess, they come to me. Usually we go through their diet. We go through an array of their health and what it looks like as an overall picture. And then I try and bring it back to the root cause of what's actually going on that's then causing these symptoms. And also mentally and emotionally what's going on and trying to understand what's gotten them to where they are and maybe what is their barriers that stops them aiming for success. And then all of that information obviously goes into our training as well. But then I'm developing, I guess, meal plans and training plans, but also just techniques to help them mentally be able to cope with adding these small changes.